I'm gonna work through an example on the Pizzazz pre-algebra puzzle sheet on page 187. And sorry if you can't see this. This is the best I can do with the equipment I have with me, guys. But this is simply just some practice with distributive property in a lot of these problems, and then just combining like terms. So on 187, you'll notice I think that all of the problems are they contain positive values, so you're not going to worry about negatives. But on the other side, I think it does. That's why I wanted you to start with this one. Also notice, and I didn't say this out loud, so if you're watching this video, I want to tell everybody if they're confused. The problems are labeled with letters, and the answers that you're choosing from in the answer columns that it refers to, those are labeled with numbers. So that's a little tricky, but anyways, I'm going to start with problem T. I'm just going to do one example. I think that'll be enough. So problem T looks like this. 7 times 2m plus 6 in parentheses plus 8m. And again, this is simply just distributive property. So we're going to distribute the 7 to the 2m and then also to the 6. So we have 7 times 2m plus 7 times 6 plus 8m. And then 7 times 2m is simply 14m. 7 times 6 is 42. And we still have that 8m. And this is where you combine like terms. So we have 14m and 8m. They both have a variable of m. So we have 14 positive m's, 8 positive m's all together. We have 22 positive m's. And then we cannot combine the 42 with the 22m. I know some of you like to do that sort of thing. But anyways, we look at the answer column just in that little section of the box, and we see that we have that answer on answer 18. So this would match up with answer 18. So it says we just write the letter in box 18 at the bottom of the page, and that's all you have to do. You'll do the exact same thing on a lot of these, and that's pretty much it. I do see one other one here that I want to work out because there's a little bit of variety in some of these, and that'll be problem R on the other page. Let me turn this around. So problem R. And problem R looks like this. T plus 3 plus 8 times 5 plus T. I think I have that right. T plus 3, yeah. All right, looks good. So you'll notice we can't add T and 3 together, and we can't add 3 and 8, even though some of you might want to do that, because order of operations tells us that we need to do multiplication first. So we have to distribute the 8 to these two first, and we'll have T plus 3 plus 8 times 5 plus 8 times T. And then we'll have T plus 3 plus 8 times 5 is 40. And then, well, I should have had 8 times T like that, but here we just get 8T. And at this point, we can start adding and combining like terms. So I have 1 positive T, 8 positive T, that is 9 positive T's. 3 positives plus 40 positives gives me 43 positives. So we're looking for 9T plus 43 over there on that side. And we get it with problem or answer 12. So the answer for that one would be 12. So we go to the 12 box and we put an R in it. So that's an example of how to work out some of the problems here on page 187. The next video will show you how to do some of the problems from the other side on page 188. So here we are on page 188. This is the other side of the worksheet, and you'll see that the only difference is that we have some negative values here, some negative quantities. I'm going to start with problem A. Again, the problems are listed with the letters, and it looks like the answers are in those boxes off to the left and right sides of the worksheet. So I'm going to start with problem A, and it is written 5x minus 7 times 2 minus 4x in parentheses. And again, this is just distributive property. We got to be careful here because this 7 right here is negative. So when we distribute it, it's good to go ahead and take that negative with it. So we have 5x, and then we have minus, because it's a negative 7, minus 7 times 2. You can write it like that, or you can do plus a negative 7. It's up to you. And again, on the inside, I did not do a good job here. I need to make sure that looks like subtraction. So we're going to have a -7 times a -4x. So this is a little tricky. You might want to write it like this. A lot of stuff going on when you have negatives, so you got to be careful. So if I go ahead and simplify this, we have -7 times 2, which is -14. And then we'll have a -7 times -4, that's a +28. And then we just have our x like that. Lastly, we'll have 5 positive x's and 28 positive x's. So altogether we have 33 positive x and then 14 negatives. So 33x minus 14. So if we kind of look around the sides here, we're looking for that particular answer choice, 33x minus 14. Let me look on the other side here, see if we can find it. 33x minus 14, yep, that's on the left side, and it's paired up with the word the. All right, so we're gonna go up there in the box for problem A and put the word the, and that's pretty much it. I'm only gonna work, I think, one example for this because the rest of this, you're gonna see some variety. And of course, I'm just gonna be sitting here at home. If you want to just text me on Remind or whatever, if you're having trouble with one of them, I can help you. But anyways, just let me know. I'll be happy to help. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.